Protest is underway at the Central Johannesburg College Alexandra Campus. There are concerns, including maladministration of funds. eNCA's Michael Marilia is there. He joins us now live. Michael, I know that you came across this protest as you were heading back to the office from another story. What have you found out?
That's right, Johan. We saw a massive cloud of smoke on the road just as we were entering this part of Alexandra. What you're looking at now is the remnants of the fire, tires burning, but really it was a massive cloud of billowing smoke. All four corners of this particular street in Alex, Johan, have been barricaded and have been blocked effectively with burning tires. You can see just behind me the fire here seemingly starting to calm down, a little bit more intense on that side, and you saw those flames over there. So what's going on here really is a group of students very upset with senior management at this particular college. They're claiming, Johan, that there have been years of maladministration, that students are not getting the loans which are owed to them by the NSFAS, that those funds are not being handled properly, that they're struggling to get accommodation, among a series of other problems. I want to bring in a member of this community as well as a student at CJC. We're going to start with Shadrach Khoza. Shadrach, thanks for talking to us. Why have students decided to go to these measures, decided to barricade off this entire road?
Now we have faced a serious problem here in our campus. Not also at the Alexandra campus, the Central Johannesburg, 8 campuses were affected about this thing. What we want now, just Mr. April to leave the campus of Central Johannesburg College. We also want Mr. Matsila to leave the campus as the campus director. We also want Mr. Mafata, the financial officer, to also leave the campus. You see, because now we're facing the problem. Our students have kicked out at the rest because the payment was not made. The issue of the transport was not paid. The allowance of meals was not there for our students. Our students now are struggling. They have kicked out at rest. They don't have a place to sleep. That's why now today we managed to come here and fight for our own future. You see, even in our campus here, we have heard that Mr. Matsila is not a permanent campus director. You see, he's an acting campus director. But Mr. April failure to deliver, to open a post for a new campus director. We also don't have a library in our campus. How can the campus operate without a library? So I submit. Thanks.
Okay, Shadrach, we understand that this group has been protesting for 3 or 4 days since Monday. Do you plan to intensify? What's your plan to try and get the attention of management?
What we are going to do now, we don't want any management of CJC. What we want now, we want someone from department to come here and address us. We want someone who can come here and make decisions. We don't want these people of Mr. April. They're busy chowing our mind because we've heard that Mr. April have used the money of NSFAS of the student and pay the staff members. So we cannot allow such thing to happen to our students. What we want Mr. April with Kabali to leave. Actually, the executive must leave the campus without leaving, which means we are going with the shutdown up until they leave the campus. And we are going to stop the exam. Now the fashion are starting and also the NCV. We are going to stop the exam.
All right, I want to bring in Mpho Baloy, who is a community member in Alexandra, Shahan. Shadrach mentioned that this has been going on for a few days now. Community members in and around Alex will be concerned about violence. Are you offering any sort of commitment that this will be a peaceful protest from here on out?
You know, Monday I could say that, but now that the protest has went on for days, it is slowly getting out of our hands. You see, because now they are starting to become criminal elements entering into this protest. Now that is going to be a problem. So if this won't be addressed, it will be out of our hands. As the community, why we are here? We are here because the community owns this particular property, right? So now this property was built by a committee called ACE, Alexandra Community Education. They're the one who fundraised and ensured that this institution is here. Now, we can't have people who don't have the best interest of Alexandrians at heart operating the school. For example, you know, while we were having our deliberations, we had one of the organizations, a business formation called Greater Alexandra Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And they showed us documented proof that they've been mobilizing the private sector to assist this particular campus, because you would know Alexandra is a place that has inequality, poverty. So now the business chamber, what it's trying to do, it is to try and allow access of opportunities for the community. But now the management of the campus hasn't been playing its role. In fact, they've been ducking and diving. And they're doing this because, like you said, Mr. Mafatse, who is in finance, this whole cabal, they are misusing this money. So here we are here for maladministration and corruption. And we are saying that the only way to resolve this issue is that if we can have the DG and the minister, no one else from the higher education. Because the primary problem is we can't be sitting down and negotiating with people we're having problems with. We can't do that. And last year, this is in fact the 6th time. This issue is from 2006. So last year there was a crisis report which stipulated every major issue that is here. There are cars that were donated to the school haven't been used. The campus director has the keys and he's not here at school. The equipment, computer equipment have been sold. Engines of the school have been sold. So the school is getting in tatters every day, by the minute. Thank you very much.
And Paul, thanks very much for that. Thank you, Shadrach, as well. So that's the situation at the moment, Shahan. It seems to have calmed down compared to the scenes that we saw a little bit earlier, but still some tires still burning. And as you can see just behind me, a group of protesters who have been chanting and singing songs. That's the situation in Alex for the moment. Shahan, back to you.